Now to answer the question that's been on my mind, will this textured paint cover up the layer lines on this 3D printed plasma pistol? Only one way to find out. I was out and about at the hardware store when I came across this textured paint by Krylon. It reminded me of the old Citadel bolt gun metal, and I was curious if it could cover 3D printed layer lines. And I also wanted to build something cool for the facility here, so I found this plasma pistol on Thingiverse and decided to print it. The print settings were pretty standard. I made sure I had 3 shell layers, 3 top and bottom layers at the minimum, sometimes 10, sometimes 20% infill, sometimes support, sometimes not, depending on the parts I had to print. So this was about 50 hours of printing in total. The first couple of prints were actually 15 hours each, and I was worried I never had enough filament, so I loaded in some fresh brown and I set up this first 15-hour print. So it's 7:30 a.m. and the power just bumped, and I'm thinking that my print stopped like 12 hours in. Let's go find out. Yeah, beautiful, failed print. Oh, after a rocky start, I got going and I had about 4 days of printing. And at the end of the day, I had a ton of parts here that I had to put together. Now, cleanup was pretty easy, and that was about it, what you see there.
Let's rock and roll.
Done, drill sergeant? Go! Why did you put that weapon together so quickly, Gump?
You told me to, drill sergeant.
Jesus H. Christ.
Time to get this bad boy painted.
First thing I did was lay down a prime of black. I wanted to make sure that the texture paint had something nice to stick to. And here it is. This is after the 3rd coat of the hammer texture paint. Every time I did a light coat. And you can see that actually not too bad. It covered up most of those layer lines. I think if I took a little bit of time sanding it, I probably would have covered them all up. But then it was time to paint the pistol. Now I hemmed and hawed a lot on this, and at the end of the day I decided on this satin red color, just for that classic look that you always see. So I hit it with 2 coats. Time to get in some clear filament and get the plasma core printing. So guys, go ahead and hit subscribe. I love seeing you guys come in. It really helps this channel grow, and it's super fun to have you part of this little community. Next up, it was installing LEDs. So I had this little piece of vinyl J trim that I drilled out, installed 3 LEDs in. It was a little thick, so I had to cut it down a bit. Glue the wires in place, drill out the plasma core, wire in a switch and a 9-volt battery, and it was pretty much good to go. Then I done some highlighting. I just took some white and red inks, mixed together, and did some simple line highlighting. And as I pulled off the masking tape, I got to kind of see what this was going to look like, but the metal looked a little bit dull, so I went in with some extremely shiny silver metallic paints with my airbrush, and I just hit all the edges again. Then I decided I want to use some Vallejo color shift paint and kind of try to get in at the barrel. Now this took a long time and a lot of thin layers to start laying down some color, and it's super hard to pick up on camera, but this works a lot better if you start with a black base coat versus like a silver. Once that was done, I took a little C sponge and a very close P3 metallic paint and just started using it to make little paint chips.
So I got a bit of a mistake made here. I kind of put this together too quickly and I can't fit this little piece in. So I'm gonna have to split this apart, install this, and put it back together. Oh well, that's how the cookie crumbles.
Then I drafted and printed this little washer piece, and this was going to be used as a barrel plug to hold the switch. That way I can kind of pull the battery out after the unit's been assembled from the front if I ever needed to change the batteries, because once this thing got glued together it wasn't going to come apart again. And I can also reach my finger down the barrel and turn the switch on and off. And then the community poll decided that the Imperial Eagle was going to kind of don the face of this gun. So thanks everybody who voted. And here we go, this Imperial Eagle.
For the Emperor!
We've all been there. Now it's time to make the plaque that it sits on. So some little bit of woodworking and then some staining with some black stain, followed by a transparent gray stain. Then a nice gloss clear coat. And I had this nice plaque. So I drilled some holes and installed some simple garage hangers. Added a picture frame hanging attachment on the back bracket. Used a circuit machine to cut out some stickers. Added that to the base of it. And then I had a real nice stand for this plasma pistol. You can see here it looks real good. Okay, if you want to see what I did with the failed print, hit subscribe. There's a video on my channel coming up soon that's going to show you what I did with this failed terrain piece.